Assalamu alaikum, myself Ayatollah Wali, and this is episode 2 of Talk with Maya. The topic is understanding emotional intelligence, what it is, and why it matters. Mm.
Yo, Faria, what's up?
So, Maya, can you tell me that what is emotional intelligence?
Ah, gotcha. Basically, it's being able to recognize your own feelings and other people's and using that info to navigate stuff. It's not just about being nice, it's about being smart with feelings. Why do you ask?
So, why is emotional intelligence important?
Okay, so it kind of touches everything, honestly. Uh, Better relationships, for one. People respond way better when you actually get where they're coming from. It helps with communication, resolving conflict, even just making good decisions. But if you're aware of your own biases and how you're feeling, you're less likely to act impulsively. It's not fluff. It affects your work, your health, pretty much everything.
Can anyone improve their emotional intelligence?
Definitely. It's not like IQ, it's a skill you can build. Self awareness is a big part of it. Paying attention to your own reactions, figuring out what triggers you. Then there's self regulation, which is about managing those reactions, not letting them control you. And empathy, which, well, that's about trying to understand things from another person's perspective. Takes work, but yeah, anyone can get better at it. You've been thinking about working on yours?
So,
Hmm?
how
Hmm?
can I tell what emotion I'm feeling?
It's a good question. It can be tricky. A lot of people struggle with that. First, slow down. Seriously, we're all rushing around and not really checking in with ourselves. Try to notice physical sensations. Is your heart racing? Are your palms sweaty? Is your jaw clenched? Those can be clues. Also, try labeling it instead of just feeling bad. Ask yourself, am I frustrated, anxious, disappointed? Sometimes just naming it helps. And honestly, journaling can be huge. Just free writing about what happened and how you reacted can bring stuff to the surface. Does that resonate, or are you looking for something more specific?
So, how can emotional intelligence make communication better?
Okay, so think about it. If you're aware of your own emotions, you're less likely to say something you'll regret when you're heated. And if you can read the other person's emotions, like actually see that they're getting upset, you can adjust your approach. Maybe you soften your tone or take a break. It's about being more mindful and less reactive. People feel heard and understood when you acknowledge their feelings, even if you don't agree with them. It builds trust. No one wants to talk through a brick wall.
How does emotional intelligence help with stress?
Ah, good one. Okay, so a big part of stress is feeling overwhelmed and out of control. Emotional intelligence helps you understand what's actually causing your stress. Is it the workload or is it your reaction to the workload? Once you know that, you can start to manage it. Self regulation comes into play here, learning to calm yourself down, to reframe negative thoughts, and empathy can help too. Talking to someone who understands can take a huge weight off your shoulders. Basically, it gives you tools to cope instead of just getting swallowed up by it. You working with a lot of stress right now?
So, my question is, can emotional intelligence help with time management?
Okay, that's a smart connection. Yeah, absolutely. Hear me out. A lot of time management issues aren't about a lack of time, they're about emotional regulation. Procrastination, for example, often driven by anxiety or fear of failure. If you can understand those feelings, you can address them. Also, being aware of your energy levels. Knowing when you're most focused and when you need a break, that's emotional intelligence too. It helps you prioritize and schedule things in a way that actually works with your natural rhythms. It's not just about ticking boxes, it's about working with yourself. You were digging into time management stuff last week, right? How's that going?
So, can journaling help build emotional intelligence?
Oh, big time. Seriously, it's like a low stakes way to practice noticing and labeling your feelings. When you write, you're forced to slow down and really think about what happened and why you reacted the way you did. It helps you identify patterns in your emotions, see your triggers, things you might not even be aware of otherwise. And it's a safe space to explore those feelings without judgment. It's not about being a good writer, it's just about getting your thoughts onto paper. Have you ever tried it before?
No, I haven't tried. Can you tell me what's one habit to improve emotional intelligence?
Okay, lots of little things add up. Daily reflection is huge. Just a few minutes to check in with yourself, how you're feeling, what went well, what didn't. Practicing active listening, really focusing on what someone is saying instead of just waiting for your turn to talk. Seeking feedback from people you trust, asking them how you come across. Are you empathetic? Are you a good listener? And honestly, just making a conscious effort to put yourself in other people's shoes, to see things from their perspective. It's all about practice, like learning an instrument. No magic bullet, just consistent effort. Anything there sound doable for you?
So, how does asking for feedback help?
Well, we all have blind spots, right? Things we're not aware of about ourselves. Asking for feedback is like shining a light on those areas. It's scary, yeah, because no one loves hearing criticism, but it's valuable. If someone you trust tells you interrupt a lot or that you come across as dismissive, that's something you can work on. It's a chance to see yourself as others see you and to course correct. Just pick your sources carefully. You want people who are honest but also kind, not someone who's just going to tear you down. And be open to hearing it, even if it stings a little. You ever ask someone for feedback on how you communicate?
No, I haven't. Um,
Gotcha.
so, why do some
Okay,
people struggle with emotional intelligence?
it's a bunch of things, honestly. Some people weren't modeled emotionally intelligent behavior growing up. Maybe their parents weren't very open with their feelings or didn't handle conflict well. Sometimes it's a personality thing. Some folks are naturally more reserved and internal, which makes it harder to connect with their emotions. And sometimes it's just a lack of practice. Like any skill, if you don't use it, you lose it. Trauma can also play a huge role, making it difficult to trust others or regulate your own emotions. It's complex. You thinking about someone specific when you ask that? Oh, absolutely. People do it all the time. It's kind of like acting. You can mimic the behaviors, say all the right things, offer the appropriate sympathy, but it doesn't feel genuine. And usually people can see through it. It lacks that real sense of connection, you know? It might work in the short term to manipulate a situation or impress someone, but it's not sustainable. True emotional intelligence is about authenticity, about being genuinely aware of and connected to your own feelings and the feelings of others. Faking it is, well, it's performative. You ever encounter someone who felt like they were putting on an act? Definitely. Think about it when you're emotionally intelligent. You're less likely to get stuck in reactive patterns. You can stay calm under pressure, see the bigger picture, and consider different perspectives. And empathy helps you understand what other people need, which can be crucial for finding solutions that work for everyone. Emotional intelligence isn't about avoiding conflict, it's about navigating it constructively. It allows you to break down problems into smaller parts instead of being overwhelmed by the emotional weight of it all. You were talking about creativity earlier. Problem solving and emotional intelligence are kind of linked, wouldn't you say? You still there? Cool. So, are you thinking about any specific problems right now where a little more emotional intelligence might help? No pressure, just wondering if anything's on your mind. Oh, big time. It's kind of two-way street, actually. Good mental health can make it easier to develop emotional intelligence, and emotional intelligence can absolutely improve mental health. When you understand your emotions, you're better equipped to manage them, to cope with stress, to build healthy relationships. It can reduce anxiety, depression, and feelings of isolation. It gives you a sense of control and agency over your own life. Basically, it's a foundation for psychological well being. You been doing anything lately to boost your mental health? Uh, oh, all right. Have a good one.
Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much.